Hello again. Today I want to talk about my idea for a robot president, and it's not really a robot per se. It's more of a, I guess you'd call it a puppet. Um, but it's not really that. It's more of a representation of the people. And it's basically from how people are, there are so many apathetic voters because they feel like their vote doesn't count. So basically, my idea is it takes everyone's voice and it makes it um, visible. And how to do this is our voting system was created. This is for America. Our voting system was created in the 1800s, and technology has far surpassed what it was back then. In fact, I don't even think you could say we had technology back then. It was mostly just like blacksmithing and metalworking. There was no electricity, so in my eyes, technology wasn't even a thing. But today we have an incredible access to uh, the internet and its capabilities. So basically, and I say basically a lot, and it's a habit of mine. Anyways, um, the government would create a website or have uh, buildings that are highly secure, and you would go in there, or you'd log into the website, you enter your social security number and maybe some other background check-ish type things to make sure that your social security account wasn't hacked or something like that, or your number wasn't stolen, or someone's just inputting random numbers in there and they like just messing up your stuff. So you'd have to enter your social security, make a username, password, maybe some background stuff, and then the same thing for if you go into a building, bring your ID card maybe. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. But when you log into this website, and it would have um, things to vote for, like, are you for gay marriage? Yes, no. Are you for the legalization of marijuana? Yes, no. Are you for um, abortion? Yes, no. And basically, what this does is it allows everyone's voice to be seen in a percentage. So you would know instantly and accurately the amount of people that are for something. So it would give like the number and also give the percentage. And let's say pro-choice would be like 54%. But how I would have it is the law wouldn't change until it stays above a certain threshold for a certain amount of days. That way people can't just be like, oh yeah, let's all vote for this, and then the next day they all change their mind, that kind of thing. It prevents wishy-washy behavior. So it has to be consistent. It has to stay above a certain amount, because it's like if it's 51%, you're not going to change the entire country because of 1%. Well, I mean, the 1%ers of most countries do change the entire country, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say we want a majority rule, not a tie, like close to a tie, not a it could change at any moment kind of deal. I want something like 5%, maybe even 10% of the majority in order to change a law. But the thing also is, I want to unify our states. Like, we call ourselves the United States of America, but we're not united at all. Each state has its own laws. Each state doesn't even really respect each other, from what I've seen. It's like jurisdiction is such a big deal when it comes to America, and it just makes no sense to me why we even still have this type of deal. We should just unify our states. I mean, keep them, they're separate states, but have them follow the same guidelines. Our education system varies vastly depending on what state you're in, and it's insane. It makes no sense to me how ununified our country is, even though we call ourselves united. And so, also, if you unify the states with my system in place, what you would do is you would take all the laws of all the states, and then you would put a poll for each one. And it's like, does a majority agree that, I don't know, let's say like in New Jersey, you're not allowed to pump your own gas. And it's like to create jobs for people, but it's literally like a pointless job. Like, you can't call that creating a job for someone when it's a redundant thing. It's just forcing someone to spend money on another person for no reason. Um, and it might look like I'm trying to protect corporations here, but because like I believe they have to, I don't know how it works, but I find it redundant to have someone pump my gas for me. It takes longer, it's a waste of my fucking time, and I have to pay more to pay for this person to do something I can do myself. It makes zero sense. Like, that's recessive thinking right there. And the thing is when it comes to the future, we have machines do a lot of labor for us. I know Lego, I heard a long time ago, maybe even 10 years ago, they switched all of their employees out with machines, and there's only maybe two people there at a time, and that's just like the manager or whatever, making sure everything runs smoothly. And it's just things like this, like, we'll eventually get to that point, and it sucks that Lego let go of so many people in their factories, but it's also, that's progress. Like, what are you gonna do? You're not, like, why would they sacrifice a huge part of their profit margins to pay for people they don't need? And the thing is in the future, we don't need people to do things, yet we're kind of forcing them to. I've gotten sidetracked. Basically, we can vote for laws, like the vast majority, like everyone could vote for if something is should be kept or not, and that would instantly unify the states. Like, personal property tax for my car. Like, I've already bought my car, and I pay for the property I live at, yet I still have to pay personal property tax to my state, which makes no sense. Like, no other country does that. It really doesn't make any sense to me. And so the majority could vote on that. And then there's things like inspection stickers. I actually think those should be done because it ensures that, the car is either safe or like eco-friendly, that kind of thing. Uh, but but there's so many like redundant trivial laws that don't even make sense. I can't really list any examples right now because I am talking and I can't think and I'm really bad at remembering. But yeah. Then again, you can also. I feel like there should also be some state laws because not every area is the same. Like, you're not gonna have deserts in like Virginia or something like that, like you might have in California or Utah or something. I don't know. I just made up states. Uh, but like the weather and environment are different, so there should be some state laws. But nothing that's like, I'm just trying to unify our country is all. Um, but the thing though is, even if there was going to be like a vote for, let's say, women no longer get to talk or something, or like deport all Hispanics or something like that, those would instantly get denied because there would be our basic and standard constitutional freedoms, and no matter and laws can't be made to contradict those kind of thing. So everyone's protected under their basic freedoms is what I'm trying to say. So even if the majority wants to do something, they can't because that would disrupt other people's freedom. Uh, I feel like I had a lot to say about this, but once I started talking, I forgot. Um, but this would basically uh, let people vote how they want, vote for what they want, and not have to be persuaded by some figurehead. Because a lot of times people are like, "Oh, thanks, Obama," or "Trump's an evil person," or "Hillary's an evil person." But it's like, why do we have to vote for these people? Um, like, there's no reason why we should be voting for a person rather than voting for our ideals. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, smooth talkers have been running this country for a long time. Like, we thought there's so much garbage in this country that and people are just so quickly to be like, "Oh, America's great." No, it's not great. It's not great at all. It's a terrible place. It doesn't let progress happen as fast as it should. Like we're basically in a tar pit, floundering about, getting closer to the edge, inch by inch, and we think we're floating and flying in the sky. No, we're crawling, we're floundering, we're struggling. We aren't doing the best we can as a country, and it just disappoints me every time. That's basically what I wanted to say. Um, Robot president. What would it be? 2020? I don't know. I don't even know what year we vote. Anyways, that's all for now. Goodbye.